Ow. What's up, everyone? Punchy here, back with Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 2, Nagashi. We're rolling in from the last recording. I just took a break for water, reapplied some orange gel to this thing. And, so last time, which just happened, we saw Curse form Mion. Holy crap. Oops, sorry. Hold on. We're there at that point now, and honestly, I can't believe we're at that point, because the intro to like all this is always really long, and we had a bit of a build up with them going in. Well, I guess the trigger of them going into them being Takano, Sonozaki, Shion, and Punchy into the storehouse. Mion knows. That's what Punchy is inferred from her conversation before she went into super cursed crazy form. And we are meeting Shion at the library, where we're also going to drop off... Oh no, at the station, so she can show us where the library is. Let's get to it. Shion had been waiting for me already, so meeting up was a smooth process. Wow, Mion never keeps her appointments. I mean, honestly. Making my sister the stand-up for everything will get you in trouble. Shion seemed a little unsteady too. She was drinking with Mion last night, wasn't she? You were drinking last night too, weren't you? Don't try and hide it. You definitely went home from school early. Ooh, too bad. I've been at home all day in the first place. I'm smarter than Mion, after all. Hey, I don't think you can call playing hooky smarter. You should finish your errands first. You don't have that much time. We're going to the library, right? Yeah, thanks. My mom had to return some books by today. Is the library far? No, it's really close by. Ooh, new parts of well, we're not in Higurashi, I guess. We're in Oknomiya, right? As she said that, we spotted the signboard for the library almost immediately. Wait a minute. I blanked out. What's the village that we live in? Higurashi, aren't those the, I'll figure it out. Sorry, sidetracking. If this was easy to find, then I guess I didn't need Shion to show me where it was after all. But she did want to talk to us. We rode around the bend, and the building was right there. Shishibone Public Library. Oh, this is like the place that's a little further. If I remember, Rika leading people there that had to go to the bathroom. We lived in this big country, so I hadn't expected too much, but it was pretty big. The first floor was actually a government office, so the library was only on the second floor, but it still looked large enough to fit a decent collection of books. We passed through this automatic doors and were greeted by the cool breeze of an air curtain. The cicadas had been long outside, but it was quiet inside the library. The air conditioning inside was keeping the temperature at an ideal level for the books, which had that mildewy smell unique to old paper. I guess every library is basically the same. If there was one difference, it was that people studying for tests weren't taking up all the seats. Yeah, there should be students here. I mean, I'm just gonna pause the story again, but look at that sweet ant or caterpillar. I think it's an ant drawing in the back. I was one of those people, but now they seem like a distant memory. Hello, I have books I'd like to return. The librarian went through the process of checking them in, and then returned my mom's library card. She was going around the bookshelves with a deeply interested look on her face, like she wasn't the type who went to libraries very often. Sorry for the wait. I'm all done. Libraries sure are nice and cool, aren't they? I want to work in a library one day. Don't know whether to call that boring or dependable. It's a pretty small dream compared to your sister. Mion would definitely want to be an hard-working employee for an international trading company, or some crazy job that involved her running all around the world. Compared to that, what she said is pretty heartwarming. Well, I think are we smitten with Shion? I can't tell really. Well, we need to keep our differences dear to us. We're not copies, we're two different people, called Shion and Mion. Twins have a lot to think about, huh? Still, it sounds like fun. I don't have any brothers, so there's just me and my parents in my house. It can get a little uncomfortable. It's the same for me. I don't live with Mion after all. Oh right, she said something like that, didn't she? Why though? Sisters living apart is unusual. We were getting tired of talking while we were walking. We ended up going to the lounge area, which was vacant, and continuing the conversation. Hinamizawa. That's where we live, sorry. Yes, please. Mion lives at the main house, and I live in Okinomiya. What do you mean by main house? You make it sound like you're a nobility. It's just the main house. The Sonozaki family's main house. Mion's the successor, so she lives with the Nana, I think it's supposed to be a name, really, and apparently studies all sorts of things as preparation to be the head of the family. Mion, the head of the family? Well, you know, I guess we should have thought about that, considering her kind of influence with how, like, she has family in all the businesses and everything, so I guess this makes sense. It kind of fit her personality, but kind of didn't too. Punchy-chan, you just moved here, right? This would sound like I'm boasting, but we, the Sonozaki family, are kind of personages around here. Huh? Seriously? The word personage didn't really match the extremely sociable air that Mion and Shion gave off. From what Shion explained, the Sonozaki family goes way back to the beginnings of Hinamizawa. After the war, they had a bunch of successful adventures and extended their influence to a wide area. That also explains how before, I mean, we would have guessed it with all the, like, since we found out that her family runs a ton of businesses, of how in the first arc, people just knew, like, what we, like that's how Mion knew what I was doing all the time. The Sonozaki house is a foundation under which the entire family cooperates. Though the current family head, Grandma, was the one who built it. The entire family would back up to help one relative with a business venture. They were like a huge living company. This lets them avoid tax-related problems and help relatives' ventures succeed, one after another, using large amounts of money. If you ever go for a walk through Okinomiya, pay attention to the signboards and stuff. There's a ton of shops that are managed by members of the Sonozaki family. Ah, so they reach out this far. And probably a little bit to Shishibone too. Now that you mention it, that toy should look like it was managed by relatives as well. Does it mean your relatives operate Angel Mort too? Even what few shops I was familiar with were involved with the Sonozaki family. It was definitely surprising. The family is particularly strong in finance and real estate. Even a lot of members of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry either have the last name Sonozaki or are their relatives. Oh, shit. So we had to go really far if you want to try and escape this. There are Sonozakis in the City Council and the Prefectural Assembly too, since they have the Okinomiya area giving them strong electoral support. Wait a minute. This is all escalating pretty quickly. Yeah, seriously. We didn't know anything about this. Her relatives operate shops in downtown Okinomiya, and they're strong in finance and real estate, and in the government. Yeah. On top of that, a lot of those in the Chamber of Commerce and Industry are relatives. There are even people elected to local offices. So then, the Sonozaki family, it's pretty famous in this area. Oh shit! Hello! Oishi-san? Yes! It's crazy. All of a sudden, a cigarette-smoking overweight man interrupted our conversation. Wait, I know this guy. Hello, good afternoon. Are you on a date today? Ah, what I would give to be young again. If you thought we were on a date, then why are you bothering us, Oishi-san? That was it. He was Oishi-san, a police officer. I thought it was this person who came to my rescue when I got involved with those delinquents before. Now that I thought about it, Mion didn't seem to like him very much. No, I apologize. You know, thinking about it, sorry I keep stopping this. I just think a lot today. Also because since no one's here, I usually record when someone's here. That's why usually I'm a little more like reserved, a little more golf announcer-y. Now I just feel a little more like discussion-y. So the Sonozaki family has wide like reach, but it doesn't seem like they have anything to do with the police, which is interesting. I heard a familiar voice, so I came over to see. Oishi-san laughed coarsely, not showing any sign of giving up. As Shion watched him do so, I didn't feel the same sense of malice from her as I had from Mion. Mirabara-san, right? You're one tough guy. Two-timing the Sonozaki sisters, are you? No, I'm not two-timing anyone. I turned around to look at Shion and played for help, but she grinned and maintained her silence. Her gaze wandered. She looked at the clock. I'm sorry, Punchy-chan. I really need to get to my job. Huh? Oh, did you? Wait, didn't you have something to talk about today? Now this weird man is here, though. Yep, see you later. Oh, I'll give you a call after I'm done. It'll be okay to call at night, right? Yeah, probably okay. Then I'll talk to you later tonight. Bye. Shion put in on the moves. Shion left so fast she was practically running. Oishi-san was waving at me with a grin. I felt like I'd been left here as bait so she could get away. Maybe she was lying about having to go to work. She did stay home all day, but I guess it's her family. You're quite the big shot, so close with the Sonozaki daughters. Maybe I should rethink how I talk to you, too. Oishi-san put a coin into a vending machine as he said something a bit appalling. And iced tea okay with you? Do you want milk in it? Huh? Oh, no. I'll put some in then, alright? Here you are. He handed me a cup of tea, filled to the brim with ice, as I looked on absent-mindedly. I don't think I'm obligated to have a guy like this buy me a drink, but he did get it for me, so I'll thank him. Was Oishi-san just killing time? We didn't know each other well, but he still engaged me in a conversation with all sorts of dumb things. When I thought back on how I talked with Shion, this seemed like a total disaster. Oh, okay. I thought he was just gonna leave. Mirabara-san, how much do you know about Sonozaki-san? Other than what I just heard now, nothing. Until then, I hadn't known anything either about Mion or Shion, other than the fact that they were interesting. I really did only just learn that she was the daughter of some prestigious family. The Sonozakis are Yakuza. Ah, that makes sense. I was thinking like, I was thinking before. I was like, oh, they have a huge family with wide reach in Japan. So they sound like gangsters. And what do you know? The Sonozakis are a Yakuza group with their entire region. With this entire region under their thumb. Plus, her father is a high-ranked executive in the Yakuza Association. Did you know that? What? An executive? Have you ever seen where Shion-san lives? It's the very picture of gang boss's house, protected by high walls, barbed fence, and security cameras. If we have the chance, you should go and visit her. Hey, this makes sense on why they apparently have so much influence, but not in the police, and why Shion and Mion are so eager to get away from Oishi-san. She'd mentioned Mion being a successor, but to a Yakuza group? This makes things go so much more differently. Like, I'm chilling out at school, having fun with a Yakuza daughter. I mean, that is straight up anime, isn't it? No. Not at all, not at all. A boring old Yakuza group isn't the only thing that me and Sonozaki will inherit. She's inheriting the Sonozaki family itself. I'll leave it to you to mull over what exactly that means. Oishi-san has spoken lightly about this from the start to finish, but what he was saying wasn't light in the least. It was abrupt and unbelievable. If Mion-san wanted to, she could kill someone in the middle of the street and still cover it up. Not only would witnesses not show up, but she'd put pressure on the police too. Mion would never kill someone. Homie, Punchy, this is top gangster, top Yakuza. Come on, man. She wouldn't. I'm just speaking hypothetically. Your name, it was Oishi-san, right? Yes, that's right. Then Oishi-san, whatever family Mion comes from, it doesn't change the fact that she's the best friend I could ever have. And I'm proud of that. Oh, Punchy, a little too naive there. I don't appreciate people speaking ill of her. I let my quiet anger show through in my gaze and I stared at him. Of course, I could never seem to tell what he's thinking, so I didn't know if it had any effect. No, it didn't. He seemed harsher than you, Punchy. Then let me be frank. If Mion-san was suspected of a handful of incidents, what would you think? Suspected? Incidents? You can't just say terrible stuff like that on a whim. Then it would be a misunderstanding, of course. Mion may say some dangerous things, but she's not that kind of person who would do something so awful. Mirabara-san, keep your voice down. We're in a library. Oishi-san shushing me, but in a state of heightened excitement as I was, I wouldn't be so calm so easily. Please calm down. As I said before, the Sonozaki family holds a lot of power in this region, for better or worse. So if anything happens, they would immediately be suspect. I'd appreciate it if you understood that. Well, I know what Oishi-san was trying to say. Combining with what Shion told me before, the Sonozaki family is huge and controls everything from Hinozawa to Okinomiya. Mion, meanwhile, is the successor, who apparently holds strong influence over the entire family. Still, that's all? That's the only reason they're suspecting her? I'm just doing my job here. Not to doubt Mion-san of anything, but to clear up suspicions surrounding her. Please think of it like that. He could talk a dog out of a meat truck. What a weird analogy, but accurate, I guess. He was the definition of a shrewd, unfair adult. At the point I began to think that it was no coincidence I'd met him. Oishi-san, do you need something from me? Yes, I do. Punchy Mirabara. He answered in an absent tone of voice. Mion's being suspected of something. You came to hear from a friend of hers. Me. Is that it? Oh wait, that's me. Sorry. No, that isn't it. I didn't come to talk to a friend of me and Sonozaki. I came to talk to Punchy Mirabara-san. It probably would have bothered you if I visit your house. To me? What did the police want with me? Having realized this fake coincidental meeting had me as its target, my mood immediately turned foul. You don't need to be so tense. Calm down and just answer a few questions. Am I being questioned? Let's call a chat with the guy you happen to run into. Oishi-san freely suggested that I relax. That said, behind his eyes with a light, which I could only see sometimes, was as sharp as a hawk. If I tried in vain to run away, he might actually take me in and bring me to an interrogation room or something. That was an undoubtedly pleasant thought. You had a roaring good time at the Watanagashi Festival last night, didn't you? Don't beat around the bush, please. I can't do small talk right now. Last night during the festival. Oh shit, he's dropping it. Did you see Judo Tomotage-san and Mio Takano-san? I could plainly feel myself give a start. Where did I put those pictures? Oh, here they are. He opened up a small notebook and removed 2 photographs. I didn't have to look. Well, who knows? I might have seen them around. I don't remember. I was asked the same question for the second time today. I gave the same answer for the second time too. Your memories are blurry. You couldn't have possibly been drinking or anything. Here too, I got the same answer as I had from Mion. I realized that he wasn't taking my vague reply well. Why is he asking me? The same thing Mion did. The dark feelings I had nearly forgotten due to my conversation with Shion came rushing back in a hurry. We sucked into the sacred ritual storehouse, a punishable act. It was on a tiny impulse. While it may not count for much now, I do feel sorry about it. I'll ask you again. Did you see Judo Tomotage-san and Mio Takano-san at the festival last night? Oh, soft, sorry. He doesn't look soft. His tone was soft, but there was a dreadfulness in his voice, clearly different from the first time he asked. I'm scared. That was exactly how I felt. Even if you repeat the question, my answer won't change. I don't really remember. There wasn't any better answer I could give him. I didn't have the balls to say I didn't see them, nor the courage to admit I had. I see. I just thought that maybe I'd get a different answer if I asked a second time. I'm too scared to look Oishi-san in the eyes. I'll change the question. Come, Maribara-san. Relax, relax. Oishi-san grabbed my shoulders and squeezed them as if trying to give me a massage. It mostly just hurt though. Still, why would he ask the same things as Mion? If he's asking the same things, the next question must be... On the same night of the festival, did you see Shion and Sonozaki-san? What was that? I wondered what the sound was. When I looked down, I saw it was the unmelted ice in the cup I was gripping in my hands. My hands were trembling, rocking the ice back and forth. Realizing that, I hastily put the remaining ice in my mouth and crunched down on it. Sorry, I may have seen her, but, well, you know, she looks just like Mion. I might have just mistaken the two. But that can't be. Suddenly, Oishi-san grabbed both my shoulders and hunched down to give me a level stare. This must be what it's like to be a deer in the headlights. I want to look away, but I can't. This is the first time I've experienced such a piercing stare. Mion and Shion-san wear completely different clothing. You wouldn't mistake the two so easily, I would think. Maribara-san? His voice is harsh. I can't tell because he's smiling in the back. Harsh. The same as when Mion said it. I could feel my heartbeat quickening. When I realized he could feel it through the hands on my shoulders, I grew even more scared. Why? Why are Mion and Oishi-san both asking me about last night? Was sticking to the storehouse so bad? Ugh. I shouldn't have let Takano-san talk me into it. Tomotage-san casually said to check it out too, so he's my boy. Even Shion. If he had encouraged me... No, I understood. I was the one most at fault here. I shouldn't have let my curiosity get the better of me. I shouldn't have gotten into the forbidden storehouse. And who's this guy? Well, with the reveal of new character, we're gonna stop it there. Oh man. Oh, this is weird, cause I mean, in the first arc when we talked to Oishi-san, I won't say he was on our side, but he at least was looking after us. Not in the way he didn't, like, now I think about it, not in the way to take care of us per se, but more to see what's going to happen to us, because we were getting or receiving the curse's wrath, I guess. So, and he was like and we were his insider, so he would obviously treat us like nicely, I guess. But this one, he's grilling us, and the fact that it's like the same exact question, like same exact sequence of questions from Mion. I mean, I think we can guess already that it was Mion. But holy shit, Mion is Yakuza. that's I mean, it sounds like a small detail, considering we know that she, like, her family was essentially has like a death grip on the area. But I guess with the Yakuza, their history, violence with everything, this is crazy. Holy crap. And then the possibility that this Yakuza group might be half demon, or I guess at one point they're half demon. Maybe like the grandma, which makes sense why she's the leader, or a full demon, I should say. So that some of them have demon blood. Yakuza with demon blood, that sounds like a recipe for trouble, which is what apparently Punchy is going to get into every single chapter, I assume. Okay, guys. So tomorrow, I mean, I should be uploading these tonight, so don't worry about that, even if it's going to be around midnight. Although, I didn't realize, but checking the hours, you guys comment so fast. Holy crap. So tomorrow, I really do want to get a game, so maybe I will pick up Walking Dead, because I am interested in that, or Danganronpa. That one, I know it's like I knew it was a mystery already, just because I asked someone who had the bear at a convention. I have no clue about the 999 though, but if it's a mystery, I'm so into that. So I'm seeing those two because I don't know if those go on sale. Like Walking Dead, I really want to wait for sale, because I know they do have Telltale sales at some point. Yeah. Well, sorry, I'm just going over time now with my comments at the end. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good one. I can't think of anything to say because I'm still shocked about the Yakuza thing. Anyway, guys, have a good Friday night. Hope you guys are having fun out there or at home, wherever you are. Bye bye.